So you guys want to know about 1MDB scandal, right? 1MDB was originally created as a national economic developer. However, there are studies stated that 1MDB has acted as a sovereign wealth fund which entirely against their original purpose. This is further stated by Tun Mahathir Mohamad, who entirely against the idea of 1MDB. So, what is MDB scandal revolve around? It revolve around the big embezzlement of monies, which involve around millions of ringgit Malaysia through countless of transactions throughout the world, which notably revolve around Swiss bank, Malaysia, and government sector. YNDB scandal is actually one of the reasons why the longest ruling party actually being thrown out of their throne. So, 1MDB has happened since 2009 and ended on 2020, which resulted in Datuk Sri Najib being convicted and being put inside jail. So we are going to look through further into this case study.
So, who were involved in this scandal? So the first one is ex-Prime Minister Najib Razak, who is the prime suspect for the embezzlement of funds involved. The second one is Gabrel, who is the mastermind behind this whole scandal. And the last one is Tim Leisner, a banker in Goldman Sachs, who acts as middleman for funds or project approval.
So why does 1MDB scandal actually happen? We have to look into three perspectives: the transparency level of financial reporting, the abuse of power, and finally the conflict of interest. In terms of transparency level, it was known that 3 auditors were appointed and fired due to them asking about information relating to the financial reports. This kind of angered the board of directors, causing them to take the action of firing them. Next, in terms of abuse of power, it didn't make sense at that time for Najib Razak, who was the Prime Minister of Malaysia in that era, to also be the main chairman in the board of advisors in 1MDB. This proves that he had an insider advantage and he can control the power in the operation towards personal gains. Finally, in terms of conflict of interest, being the mastermind of this whole project, it can be seen when Tim Leisner used proposed bribery to 1MDB to ensure that his bank, Goldman Sachs, was made as the main medium in underwriting bonds, which would be later taken advantage by another mastermind, Jolo, who will use all his expenses and the funds given from these bonds for his personal gains, proven by luxurious items he bought all over the world. And according to all of these issues, we have analyzed it using ethical theories we have learned throughout the syllabus and come to a conclusion that it is all deemed unethical, as it brings immense negative impacts to our society and also brings negative effects to the world.
So next I'll be talking about how to improve institutional mechanisms, such as developing risk management schemes and appointing external audits so that the financial reports of the corporation is seen to be legit, and implementing whistleblowing acts and laws to protect whistleblowers so that whistleblowers can be safe and do the right thing. And for the last solution, we'll be promoting an ethical climate by practicing code of ethics and abiding the Malaysian Code on Corporate Governance Rules and Regulation in Companies. And on a more general scope, we can include ethical considerations in leadership and performance evaluations when appointing leaders so that they can instill a strong sense of moral responsibility among leaders.